everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming my October TBR. So I have recently started university again, and I'm still kind of trying to get in the habit of doing homework and everything like that. So this TBR is going to be very short. I do hope to read more books than this, but right now I only have 4 on my TBR, so we're gonna go through those today. So for October, I thought that I would kind of keep it within like the spooky dark kind of vibes, and luckily I received some books that I think fit that very well. So the first book that I am going to be reading is A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. So this is a dark young adult fantasy, and our main character Eva is a 17-year-old princess who was born with a very peculiar rare type of magic of blood and marrow that hasn't been seen in generations. And so the last time it was seen was when the queen actually went on a rampage and killed a bunch of people. And this tradition born out of it was where I think the royals have to kill their sister. And so Eva has to do that, but she was attacked by an assassin a couple of weeks before that tradition. And basically she realizes that it's not her sister who's trying to kill her, but she has to either choose between her life and her sister's death or the other way around. And so it's kind of like got a lot of stakes involved. I'm very excited to read this because it is a POC driven book, and Amanda Joy is actually a POC author. I will leave her Twitter down below. I've been following her on Twitter for a while, and I was very excited when she got this deal and when the actual cover came out. I'll probably be doing a vlog in the month of October to let you know my thoughts on this, and I'm just very excited to read it because I think that it's going to be very interesting, and I really hope that it meets my expectations. The next book on my TBR for October is His Hideous Heart. So this is an anthology written by a bunch of authors, but it was edited by Dahlia Adler, and this is just essentially a bind up of a bunch of authors reimagining Edgar Allan Poe stories and poems. And I just thought that it kind of like fit the whole dark kind of like gothic aspect of October, and I'm very excited to read this. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite authors and I love all of his stuff, so I'm very interested to see what these reimaginings will be like. I have already started this, so I'm gonna probably read like 1 story a day or maybe like 2 or 3 a week and see how that goes, and I think I should be able to get through this pretty quick. So yeah, I think this already came out. Yeah, it came out in September, so I'm a little bit behind, but that's fine. I have high expectations for this as well. Some of the authors include Rin Chupeco, Tessa Gratton, Amanda Lovelace, and Kendar Blake. So that's pretty cool. I think the one that I already read was Kendar Blake's version of one of his writings. And yeah, very excited for this. I also think that the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and this is something that I don't usually read. I don't usually read anthologies, so it'll be interesting to dive into something a little bit different. So the third book on my TBR for October is one of my most anticipated reads, and I'm a little bit scared because some of my friends have not liked it, but I'm really hoping that I do like it because I really want to make my benevolent ruler Rhiannon from Crescent Moon Reads happy. So the next book on my TBR is Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. So I literally know nothing about this except lesbian necromancers. So that's fun. So I do believe that this is a sci-fi fantasy set in the future, and essentially our main character Gideon is trying to escape like a life of servitude, and she has a rival who will not let her leave that life without paying a debt, and that's literally all I know about it. The cover is gorgeous, black sprayed edges are my kink, and it's got an embossed skull on the actual naked cover. So this is a sexy book. I think in more ways than one. So I'm very excited to read this. I am going to be buddy reading this with String Bean Books. Fun fact, we live in the same city and we didn't actually know this until after booktube. So we actually met up the other week and I bought this when I was with her and we decided to buddy read it. So please check Sarah out. She is wonderful and she has a lot of creative ideas and creative videos on the way. So I will leave her channel here and down below. So yeah, very excited to read this. I hope that I love this. So yeah. So the last book on my TBR is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Mahurin. I'm sorry. But this book, I'm so excited to read this book. I cannot believe that I haven't read this yet. I have already separated the chapters and yeah, so this is my most anticipated release of 2019 and it's basically about witch hunters. So our main character escapes her coven and is living out in the wilderness and she is forced into a marriage with a witch hunter. So there's a little bit of sexy times and also just kind of like this dark forbidden romance that I think would fit October perfectly. So I held off on reading this until October. It came out last month and I'm really excited. So yes, I do believe that I am buddy reading this with Dell from Ode to Books and also Soleil from The Little Reader's Corner. So I will leave both of their channels up here and down below as well. And yeah, this is my last book on my TBR. I'm very excited. I think that I might dive into this one first, possibly. I don't know. I might audiobook this one because it's really long. It's like 500 pages, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to be able to get done during the week. But yeah, those are all of the books that I want to read in October. There are a couple of books that are coming out in October that I might also pick up, specifically Crier's War by Nina Varela. That one I'm super excited about. So you might see me read that too, but let me know down in the comments below what your TBR for this month is, if you're reading any of the same books as me. Also, let me know if you have any recommendations for very short, scary books, because I would love to read one of those on Halloween night. I don't actually have a job right now, so the only thing that is preventing me from doing anything on Halloween is school. So I hope to do something on Halloween, whether it be go to the bar or like a party or something. So let me know. As always, all of my social media links will be down in the description box below if you'd like to follow me on my Twitter, my Instagram, or my Goodreads. As well, I will leave all of the people that I mentioned down below so you can go and look at their YouTube channels or their Twitters, stuff like that. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in hopefully a reasonable amount of time for the next video. Bye!